In the middle of the Caribbean Sea, a family is vacationing on their yacht. The mother, Julia, jumps into the water to swim. While relaxing, she feels something strange, but since nothing is visible around, she thinks it might just be her imagination. A few seconds later, she feels the same strange sensation again. This time too, nothing is seen, but now she panics and starts swimming toward the yacht. Then suddenly, something starts pulling her leg, and she begins screaming loudly for help. Her daughter Cassie is listening to music with headphones on, so she hears nothing. Her husband Tom and son Ben are busy fishing. Julia tries to stay afloat, but water entering her mouth makes it difficult to scream. After a while, Tom realizes he hasn't seen Julia for a long time. He searches the yacht for her, and then spots his wife in danger. He calls the children, steers the yacht toward her, and jumps into the water. He quickly reaches Julia, secures her, and swims back to the yacht. The children pull them both up. The family takes care of Julia, but Julia convinces herself that maybe it happened because of the waves. At night, they all celebrate Ben's birthday together. Cassie gets a call from her boyfriend, so she takes her laptop and goes outside. In the video call, her boyfriend shows that huge dark clouds have gathered over the city. The call glitches and freezes. Cassie comes to tell the family about the problem, but Tom says the signal is weak because they are far from land. Just then, everyone hears a strange, loud sound. They all go outside and see a pod of whales passing by. Tom explains that whales always follow the Earth's magnetic field, and these creatures must be reacting to a major change. But when a storm hits, they get confused. Suddenly, the yacht shakes violently and Ben falls down. Tom worries the yacht might be damaged, so Tom finally returns to the surface, gasping for air, but the family is horrified to see a deep, jagged wound bleeding profusely on his shoulder. With a trembling voice, he tells them that whatever creature or object he encountered down there was absolutely massive in size. Upon inspecting the vessel, Tom realizes the yacht has sustained significant structural damage, making it clear they must call for emergency assistance immediately. Julia frantically tries to use the radio over and over again, hoping for any response, while Cassie desperately moves around the deck looking for a single bar of signal on her mobile phone. But unfortunately, nothing seems to work in this remote and isolated location as the technology fails them completely. Julia finally hears a faint voice coming through the radio, but the signal remains so poor and distorted that she finds it impossible to understand anything being communicated. Tom informs the worried family that they only have enough food and fresh water to last for 4 more days, leaving them with no choice but to wait for a fishing boat. Suddenly, something is detected on the radar, and the family hears a strange sound. Massive, deafening explosions erupt violently at every point where the falling meteors strike the surface. When a stray meteor crashes into the water dangerously close to their position, Tom immediately attempts to pilot the yacht away from the impact zone. The engine sputters and struggles to run under the strain, but just as they begin to move, yet another meteor strikes the surrounding area with terrifying force and a blinding flash of light. Those are not meteors, but satellites. At that moment, Ben sees smoke coming from the yacht. Tom checks and confirms the engine is broken. As the wind starts to pick up, the family hides inside the yacht. Massive waves crash violently against the yacht as Tom struggles to go out and retrieve the life jackets. Suddenly, the power cuts out, and Tom immediately acts. Tom hits the power box button firmly, and the lights flicker back on. At that moment, Ben notices that Julia's nose has started bleeding. Julia feels incredibly dizzy and faint, while Cassie rushes to the sink and vomits. Tom continues desperately trying the radio, but there is still no signal at all. A sharp, high-pitched noise rings out as the wind grows significantly stronger. Julia tries to shut the doors, but a hatch suddenly flies open and the howling wind shatters the glass windows. Tom lights a flare for visibility, but soon the absolute darkness takes over. The family wakes up the next morning, completely shocked to have survived the storm, though the yacht is now totally wrecked. They step outside and find that the entire ocean has mysteriously vanished, and the yacht is now completely stranded on dry land. Everyone is stunned by the sight. Cassie frantically checks for a signal, but the network is down. Ben plays with 2 dead crabs. Tom checks the compass and is shocked to see it has completely reversed. This phenomenon last occurred 700,000 years ago. Cassie fears her boyfriend might be dead and breaks down crying. When Julia comforts her, Cassie pushes her away and hides. Julia and Tom then check the few survival supplies they have left. Ben ties his birthday balloons to a rock, hoping a survivor might see them. Tom tries the radio again and finally connects with a man. His name is Nav, a submarine captain whose vessel has also become stuck on dry land. He confirms the news that the Earth's magnetic poles have officially reversed, so the ocean has receded and the land has sunk. He says he hasn't seen any other survivors yet and the communication systems are completely down. He further adds that the poles will reverse again and the ocean might return in about a